Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a 2-page 12 by 12 layout. This is going to be for my son's 4th birthday, and the paper I'm using comes from this paper pad here, Winter Dream. It's a hot buy at Michael's. I inked up some stuff using this paper ink pad here. I really like this. I don't know if it's supposed to be this way for pigment, but it's almost like a chalk, so I really like it for whites. All right, let's get started. What I have here is, sorry if I bumped the camera, is an 11.5 by 11.5. And in Design Space, I found this cityscape, and I inked it with that white ink I just talked about. And then I just put yellow behind on the back to create windows because I wanted it to look like the buildings were lit up at night. And this is cut at 11.5 by probably 8. If I can even find my measuring thing on here. 7. So 11.5 by 7. I'm going to attach it with my art glitter glue. My kids are away at camp for the week, and my husband kindly went and hung out with some friends, so I would have some time to scrap and create a video for you all. This glue dries really fast, so I'm trying to get this whole thing covered before the other end dries. Okay, it's got glue all over. All right, let's flip this over. Okay, these little spears on the top of these high rises got too much glue up there, so it's all kind of oozing out. Okay, it should dry clear though. All right, next I'm going to take a cardstock. It's 12 by 12. And I'm going to attach this with my general purpose ATG. And center it. Whoops. Best I can here. Now, if you wanted this to kind of stand out from your frame, you most definitely can ink the edge of this paper as well, but I didn't really want that. I just wanted the buildings to kind of have that reflective glow that you would get from the lights in the big city. All right, so let me bring in my 2 pages here. Make sure that you guys can see them. All right, so as you see, the cityscape's the same. I just flipped it and then used them both. And I wanted to make it look like the bridge was one long bridge going through, so that's why the bridge is in the middle. Next, I have my spider web, which I forgot to ink up. So I'm just going to do that real quickly with you guys here on camera. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I just kind of want to get the edges just so it kind of stands out against that dark paper. Okay. I'm going to put this right up here. And that thing I just smudged there is going to go away. All right, so I am going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to use my two-way glue. This is by Zig. I'm just going to put the glue all on the back here. And I'm using this paper, obviously, so I don't get glue all over, oops, there's a hole there, my work surface or the layout itself. Okay. Then in Design Space, I just went to text and I typed this out and then I offset it. And this is going to go right on top of the spider web. And I cut this white paper. It's like a really thin white paper. I don't know where it came from, but it was in my stash, so I used it. So it did tear a little bit when it was cutting out because I had it set for thicker cardstock, but because it's just using to ground my red letters, it doesn't really matter. You can't really tell. Okay. Doesn't want to fully stick down for whatever reason. Okay. Then for my main picture of my son, I have this piece of paper cut out, and I just sized it down to whatever the picture was. I think it's like 5 1/8 by 4 1/4. I'm trying to decide if I want this moon to be seen or if I'd rather the skyscape be seen. I think I'd rather the skyscape be seen, so I'm just going to put it right here. Letting the star be seen. Okay. Then I have this spider, and I cut it out in 2 colors. One's in gray and one's in black. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but I decided I like the gray. So I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm going to end up cutting off majority of that web hanging down. And I put a piece of red paper behind the eyes, just so the eyes would stand out. My fingers are really sticky. Okay, so I think I'm just going to cut it right along the edge here. And then take my zig and just go behind and get it to stick. All right. And then the black one I'll save for another time. You can always use it for Halloween. All right. Next, for this page here, I have 2 4.5 by 4.5 paper pieces, or photo mats. And I'm going to put these here. My husband just got home. I can hear him walking around upstairs. All right, now so I want to show you guys some of these pictures. So, like I said, it's a Spider-Man, so we did a food theme. So we have bugs on a log, and then I printed out, let me just see it, the little Spider-Man logo. So these will go down. We got bug juice. I love to do themes when my kids are little. Cupcakes with the printouts of Spider-Man all over it. Fly paper, which is fruit leather and raisins. And then these were the party favors. They were Spider-Man squirt guns. My son's birthday is in July, so the kids were told to bring their bathing suits, and they were playing in the sprinklers. We had a Spider-Man sprinkler, and they got to run around with that. So I will be using flip-flaps for these, and then I have a bunch of pictures, of course, of my son and the party guests that I will be putting on there as well. I'm not going to do that for you guys, but I just kind of want to show my little party theme. All right, then I took a page out of Kim Ferguson's book, and she has done a video showing how she gets a coloring book and she traces it. Well, I didn't have a coloring book, but I did go online and I found Spider-Man in Cricut Design Space, brought him down, and he was, I don't know, there was like a pen thing to sketch him, and then there was the cutting, and there was so many layers for shadows. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't think I would be able to piece it together. I didn't have confidence in myself. So what I did was I took a white paper, I held it up to my computer screen, and I traced it. And then I cut that out, and then I put it on top of the appropriate colored paper, and I traced that again and cut it out. And then I used my pen to make, see that? All the webbing. So, thanks, Kim, for suggesting to use, to trace and cut out. I do not like fussy cutting at all, and I hope I don't have to ever do this again, but it definitely saved me in this time being able to have something for my son's album. So I'm going to put Spider-Man right down here. And then I have another one. I did the exact same thing, and I even drew a little spider on his chest. And he's going to go... Okay, I think he was originally supposed to go on this one here. But now I got to decide. I think I'm going to still attach him to this one here. I put my photo mats a lot lower than I originally intended, all because of that star on the other page that I wanted to be able to see. Crazy. Okay, so it looks like he's holding on to that post and flying over the city. And the funny thing is, I've never seen a single Spider-Man movie, and I don't know if my son has either. He might have by now that he'll be 15 on Wednesday, and he gets to celebrate his birthday while he's at camp. So here you have it. This is my 2-page 12 by 12 layout. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.